Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. In the last class we were set to model up to this stage. Some people did it and they did it perfectly okay, while others I'm still waiting for your assignment. So please submit your assignment so that we can see that we can all do this work. It's a very easy task. Now in today's class we are going to talk about how to create our ceilings and how to create our fascias. We have concrete fascia and we have timber fascia. I'm also going to teach you how to create your roof so that at the end of this class training you should be able to complete a simple model like this for your own design. So let's start. Let's go to our south elevation. Let us see what we have done. You can see it has created our south elevation for us. It has created our north elevation for us. Let's put them in shaded or in realistic. Then let's put some shadow. That's our north elevation. This is our south elevation. Let's put shadows there. You can see it's showing the direction of the sun. If you want to change the setting, it does come the sun settings, it does come to this sun settings. Let's say top sunlight from top left, apply, disable updater. You can see it has changed the direction of our sun, so it depends on what you want. Let's say sunlight from top right, apply. You can see the shadow within our opening, the shadow here, the shadow here. So you can change it to whatever you want. Let's see this one. This one is too dark. Let's see this one. Apply. Let's look at the different types of presets. You can see for winter, for spring, for summer, solstice. So you can see the different shadow effects. So it all depends on what you want. You can change your settings. You have to change your location. If you want to change your location, you can do it here. Well, you need an internet for this one. So let's go back to our lighting and do top left and apply and say okay. So we have applied shadow to our elevations. Let's also give this one shadow and put it at realistic. So when you're presenting all this to your clients, he can see the effects of the shadow. He can see the effects of the color, the combination of what you want to give to him. It's not just a plain drawing. Now I said we are going to, let us create our ceiling. Let's go to the ceiling levels, ceiling plan. Then we'll now go to our ground floor or our ceiling level. Then we'll come here and put it at ground floor. That's the range based level, so that you can see what is beneath. You know, before if I put it at none, I can't see anything. So for you to see a layer below it, you have to come to this underlay and say the range, the base level, where do you want it to start. So you say, okay, I want it to start from my ground floor level. I want to see my ground floor level. So this is the ground floor level. So I will now create my ceiling. All I have to do is I'll come, you know, I taught you all these ones in the beginning. Now under architecture we have ceiling. So you click on ceiling, then you come to automatic or sketch ceiling. Automatic ceiling means that when you just click on the space, it will automatically shows the ceiling. Sketch means that you have to come and sketch your building, the line of your ceiling. Now let's create the ceiling plan from our ceiling level and see ceiling automatic. Because I've already created my ground level, that is why I can create my ceiling from there. No, we have not created anything on our ceiling level. It's on the ground level that we have created some. So that is where we can create our ceiling. So that's why I have to go to my ceiling plan and ground level. So wherever level you are working on, go to that level, but under ceiling plan. Please note it, not under floor plan, but under ceiling plan. So I go to my ground level and I can now create my automatic ceiling. So you can see now when it shows that red box, that means it has highlighted it and it has given it a ceiling design. Now to know the types of ceiling that we have, you come here and you see them. You have 600 by 600 grid, 600 by 120 grid, and plain. That is the POP design. So most times I go for plain because most people don't do all this grid again. So you click on plain. So all my the ceiling types will be plain. So if I want to do more design, that means I have to create cornices and other designs using my sweep or extrusion modes. I'll teach you that one later. So I have created my ceiling. You can see that means I've highlighted it twice. So I'll have to delete one at the end, or I just say Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Now to know the one you have done, all you have to go is go back to your 3D or your section. We have not created a section, so let's create a section. We go to our ground level under view. I told you in the first class, view, then section, then you click and drag. Again, view, section, you click on section, then you click and drag. It's as simple as that. So when you click and drag, you click on that your section like and right click on your section like and right click, then you now say go to view. So you can see it's taking me to that section. Now this is our ceiling that has been created. You can see it. So let's go back to our ground floor level. Let's put it in realistic so you can see the areas that have been covered with ceiling. So we'll go back to our ceiling. Remember, it's under architecture. I close, 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 close. Now when you see that it's showing this something, that means that place is not properly enclosed. The automatic ceiling does not work for partially enclosed area. So for you to create your own ceiling here, what you do is you create a sketch. So I'll go to my sketch and I'll create my ceiling. That's if I want a ceiling on the outside. Then I'll say okay. You can see it is not there. Same thing with this one. It's not properly enclosed somewhere. I don't know where that would be, but let us create it using our sketch. I can use pick lines. Just pick the lines of where I want it to be. Then after that, I do what? I trim. So I'll trim this one to this one, unjoin, trim this one to this one, 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 so that it is a perfect joining. Then I'll now say okay. So you see, all my spaces have a ceiling. So if I click on this my section line and I right click, I say go to view, I can see all my ceiling boards. Now if the height is not what you intended, you can change the height. Let's say you can change it here. Let's say let's change it to 3.3. Can see it's only taking one, but if I want everything to be on the same something, I'll just click on one and say what? SA. Then I come here and write 3300. You can see all of them are at the same level. Now let's bring it down. So you see it's telling me my so it's telling me where my 2.7 is. It's telling me that my ceiling is at 2.7. So from this I can see that my ceiling level is at 2.7. Now let's look at it from the interior. Let's create an interior view. I've told you, you come here, this small house, then click on camera. Let's take a shot from here. All you have to just click and drag out. So these buttons are to tell you that you can extend it or reduce the size of it. So this is a space. Now let's put it in realistic. So you can see that's my ceiling board there. You can see the distance between the slab and the ceiling board. So there's some space in between. This is my door, this is my wall, this is my floor. You can use your box here, this navigation wheel, to rotate inside to get a good view. You can zoom, can orbit, can center it, can zoom again, can up it, can up it to what you want. You can use this your buttons to guide you until you get a good shot. And if you don't get a good shot, all you have to do is come back again, go to your house there, click on camera and take another shot like this. This is the lobby into the living room. You take as many shots so that at the end of the day you know the one that's okay for you. Let's put that realistic. You can see now this our import symbol is showing. Let's click on it and HH it. It's neater now. By the time we put furniture and all that, you see that it will look more like a living space. If you understand, it will look more like a living space. So all I wanted to do was to show our ceiling. You can see I clicked on it, trying to tell me that it's compound ceiling plane. Now you can change the color. It seems that this one is gray. Let's change the color. Edit type, edit. I'm still going to teach you how to apply materials to your wall, but I just want to show something in this one. So this gypsum board, that's the ceiling board. You click on it, and it's white. The appearance is white. Let's make it more whiter. Okay, you apply and you say okay. Cancel, sorry. Edit, gypsum board. Sometimes your hand might change. Okay, it's in white. You can also change the image of what you are using. You just click on the image and to take you to the source. You can see this is my image. I'll just click on the source and check any of my JPEG that has a very white surface. You can do the same thing for your wall material, your roof material. If you don't have it in your library, you can go online. You see something you like, you save it as a JPEG and use it for your design. So let's see whether I have something bit white. This is flooring. I think this is white. I think this is the whitest, the white one that they have. What's this? Let's use this one and see. Done. So you apply. Okay. You can see it has changed the pattern. I think the other one is okay. So let's just Ctrl Z. It's okay like this. So you can see that you can change your material type as I just showed you. So that is how to create your ceiling. Now, for example, if you want to create cornices to your design, you come to component, model in space. Let's create a casework. That means you want to create a profile. Now we come to sweep. We use sweep to create profiles of whatever, like cornices, like skirtings, like fascia, like curbs, anything that has a profile. You use your sweep to do that. So we'll click on sweep, then we'll go to the edges of our wall. So I'll go to, these are my edges. I want to use this room, this kitchen as an example. No, they don't do much people don't do. Let's use this bedroom. So I will now pick parts, or either a sketch part. So let's sketch parts and pick our lines. That's the edges of our wall, like this. So you practice this in your own design also. Then when you're through, what do I say? You trim. Always trim your purple lines. If you don't trim it, it will not enter. It will not check. So this is it. Then we now say enter. Then it will now say you either edit profile or you load profile. Load profile are they already what will I put it? They are already models that are already in design. So it also you have to just bring it in. So let's you do the two examples. Let's load profile. So I'll go to my library where I have profiles. I have Cornice profile. So these are profiles you can use. So let's say I use this one. I'll say open. So it's there. So I'll edit profile. It's in the east. Let me put it in wireframe so I can see it. Let me go to okay, this is it. Because I did it from my ground floor level, that's why it's at the ground floor level. So I'll do it again. Let's just do it again. Select profile. Then come here, select your profile. This is my profile. You can see it there. Okay. Then you say enter. Let me cut a section because I can't see what I'm doing. Let me cut a section. Let me cut a section. Go to my view, click on section, go to view, and this is it. And edit in place, edit sweep. I have to go to my east elevation, that's where I can see it. This is it. Now you can see it's not facing the right side, so I'll just flip it and say okay. Okay, then I'll go back to my section. I'll do it again. I just want you to have an idea. So let me see whether I can copy it like this. If I can't copy it like this, that means I'll have to go back to my see, I can copy it. So I'll just delete this one. So this is my Cornice. So let's check our 3D view. I think we have a 3D view for that. It's not okay. So let's create another 3D view. You click on the camera, click and you drag. So you can see our Cornice. It's there. So that's how to create cornices. Let's put a shadow. Let's give it a realistic color. You can see. So let me do it again. Excuse me, let's do it for bedroom 2. I hate my import symbol, it's stopping me. So let's do it for bedroom 2. Now let's start all over again. Now I want to create a cornice, and the cornice will be at the ceiling level. Let's go to my elevation. It will be at this level, this ceiling level, Abby. So we have to go to this level. So I go to my ceiling level. I told you when you don't see anything, what do? You do an underlay. Underlay to where? To our ground level so that we can see it. So I want to create my cornice. So I'll come to architecture, component, modern space, casework. You can name it Cornice 11. Just any name that you understand it with. Then I'll click on what? I'll click on sweep. I'll teach you how to use extrusion and the other ones in the next class. You click on sweep. Then what I say you should do, you sketch parts. Then what I say you should do, you pick lines. That's the outlines of your wall. So you pick, you pick, you pick, you pick, you pick, you pick. And next, what you trim, 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 trim. Now this one, I will extend it to this place, or I'll use my align tool. So I want it to extend to that point. So when you are done, you say check. Now you can either load a profile or edit a profile. So let's load a profile. You come to your libraries, you go to your profiles. We have different types of profile. Go to your Cornice tradition 3. That's the one I created. So I'll come here, I'll look for my traditional 3. It's there already. So let's go to select profile. Let's go to our elevation to check it. I think it's on the east elevation. You can see. So this is our profile. You can see the design. This is our profile. So when we are done, you just okay. Let's flip it and see whether it will work. Cannot create sweep. Okay, let's go back to our sketch parts. Ceiling level. I'm showing you the sometimes you might have issues. So I think why it's not is because it's on in the air. It's not seated on anything. So let me see whether I can. Wait, let me do it again. Let me go to my ground floor level. Sketch parts. So let's create our ceiling using this one. Let's create another ceiling here. So component, modern space, casework, sweep, sketch parts. Use your pick line and create the outline of where you want your cornice to be. Then you trim. So when you are through, you check, then you edit profile, go to our west elevation. This is it. Now so select profile, and you load your profile, then you say okay. So you create your check, select profile, okay, select, check another profile. So that one could not work for this area. Let's go to our create a section. This is it. Let's edit it. You click on it, edit sweep, you go to your east elevation, flip it, check ground floor level, click, go to view, you copy, move your constraints, then put it beneath your ceiling like that. So that's our cornice. Let's go to our 3D for that space. So that is how to create it using loaded profile. Now let's create our own design. Maybe don't like their own, so let's delete this one and create our own. So we come here, same model, casework, C2, then sweep, sketch part, like this, or anyhow you want to design your own. Let's do it like this for now. Then you say okay, then you say edit profile, then take you to where it wants you to design. So you can now do your own design. You click on the red button and you design your own profile, just whatever design you have in mind. You can have a profile that you have already, so you can bring it into Revit. I told you by inserting, click on insert and you can insert your profile. Now looking at it is a bit quite small. Let me do another one again. That's why you have to work with dimensions. 70. This should be big enough. Then you check, check, check. You check 3 times. Let's go to our wireframe. This is our design. Let's bring it up to this level. Let's check whether it is properly placed. It is not properly placed. So let's go back and edit it. So you edit in place, you click on it, you edit in place, you go to your view where you see the profile. I'll see my profile here, edit sweep, edit profile. So I'll flip it using mirror to this side. Then I'll delete this one, delete this one. So I can now say check, check. So it's in the right side. So let's go to our 3D view. You can see. So that's our own profile. So let's cut a section through our view section. Let's cut a section through our profile. Go to view. You can see. So that will be your detail. You can have a detail of this place. Go to view, see, so you can create a detail and show it to your client or to the contractor that wants to create your profile, so that he follows the design of what you want. So that's how to create your profile. Let's try it for another one and see, so that we are all on the same page. Component, model in space, casework, C3, sweep, sketch parts, pick lines, and there'll be wardrobe here. Okay, like this. Skip trim here, check, edit profile, east elevation, come here, design what you want using these draw tools. And when you're through, you check, check, check 3 times, then click on this. I will copy it to our level. Always uncheck your constraints. So that's where it's supposed to be. So this one we don't need it, so we delete them. So go to our ground floor level and do a camera shot and see. You can see that's our profile. Use these buttons to enlarge your space. Let's put a shadow, realistic. So we have created an interior space with our cornice and our ceiling board. That's good. So I believe you understand how to create your cornice. So one of the exercises is to create your own cornice and create a cornice at the center of your ceiling, using this method I told you. So if you didn't get it, like, I will now teach you, but I want you to think about it. How, since we created this one, how can I create something circular at the center, or whatever shape you want it to be? So you do that in your next class and send to me via WhatsApp. The next thing we are going to do is we are going to create our fascia. Now the normal way to create your fascia, as you already know, is to come to our roof. That's the standard one. Click on roof fascia. You can see the video. But before you create your roof fascia, you must create your roof. So let's create our roof for the roof fascia. That's using timber. So this is our outline. We want to create our roof. So we'll click on roof. Then we'll click on roof by footprint. Roof by footprint. That means you want to use the footprint of our building. Now you come here. You click on peak line. Then what is your overhang? 600. 600. So you click and to extend to 600. Click and to extend to that 600 line. So create a footprint of your design. This one I want you to go right through, so I'll just trim it like this. Same thing with this one. I want it to go right through. I have to trim it like this. So I've created my roof. So I'll come here and duplicate and name it my roof type, 10 mm roof type. Okay. Then I'll edit the thickness. I'll put it at 10. I'll say okay. That's thickness of my roof. Now this is just to show you the slope. If you want to increase the slope or decrease the slope, you can do that here. Just click on it and just click on it and change the degree. Click on it and change your degree. So when you are done, you click check. Now let's go to our south elevation and bring it up to our ceiling level. So it's at our ceiling level. Let's put this one in shaded so you understand it better. Always save your project. Wow, this is our roof that has been created. Let's go to our 3D, default 3D. Wow, our house is coming up. So now because we have created our roof, we can now create our fascia. And how do we do that? Go back to your small home when you are through. How do we do that? We zoom in, you come to this place, you click on your roof fascia, and you just click on the edges. You can rotate using this your box. You click on the edges. So you have created your fascia, as simple as that. You can edit your fascia to whatever you want here, whatever profile you want here. You can change the material to whatever you want here. We'll do material selection in the next class. So this is my fascia. Let's take a shot. Let's go to our ground floor level camera and take a shot. You can see it's coming up. Shadows and color. It's coming up, isn't it? So that's how to create a timber fascia. Now we want to create a concrete fascia. So it's a different process. So let's delete this and delete our lovely roof. Let's go to our ceiling level, because at ceiling level we have our fascia. So click on component, model, casework, and fascia. First one. Then you click on sweep, then you sketch part, just like how we did for our cornices. So let's sketch our part. You know, the concrete fascia does not have a lot of overhang from the wall, maybe like 100 mm or thereabout. So after I've gotten the outline of your walls, you can now trim. I mean this one. You can now trim like that. Then when you have trimmed, you now check. Then you now come to edit profile. You take it to where you can see it. I can see my own clearly here. So I can now draw my concrete fascia profile. If you have one from AutoCAD or you have one from images or anything, you can bring it to this thing and you can sketch on it, or you can sketch it down on your drawing paper and follow the dimensions. But because I'm used to it already, I can design using the parameters set before me. Let me give it another one. So this is my concrete fascia. You check it in proportion to your design. Hope it's not too big, hope it's not too small, because it matters. I can see it's a bit okay. So when I'm trying, I'll check. Let's go to our shaded so that we can see it properly. So that's our concrete fascia. Let me go to my edit profile. Sorry. Click on this one, edit in place. Go to my ground floor level or my ceiling level. Edit sweep. Okay, this area was not part of it. That's why it's showing like that. So I can sketch profile and make sure that this place is also part of it. So all I have to do is to create my outline, and I'll split this one and I'll trim it like this, so that this area also is part of it. So I'll check. So let's check it again. So you can see it's part of it. So I've created my fascia. So the next thing is for me to create my roof. So my roof is going to sit on the outline of my fascia. Remember, the roof will sit on the outline of your fascia. You have first create your concrete fascia before you create your roof, because if you create your roof before you create your concrete fascia, the roof will not be sitting properly on your concrete fascia. So just like in construction, you create your concrete fascia first. So we have created our concrete fascia first. So I can now create my roof. So it will be based on the outline of my concrete fascia. So I'll go to my architectural roof by footprint. Now I'll click on the outline of my concrete fascia. Get that? that. So when I'm done, I check. I go to my elevation. I make sure it sits on my concrete fascia. Either you drag it or you use your align tool. Like that. Let's go to our 3D view. You can see you can now also increase or reduce the slope of your roof. You can see the height has increased, sorry. The height has reduced to whatever suits you. I think mine is okay like this. So that's how to create your roof on your concrete fascia. You know, there are 2 steps. The first one was the normal flat, and this one is using concrete fascia. Now, you also have to create a ceiling for your outside walls. For example, this area, there's no ceiling there. So let's create a ceiling for it. Let's go to our ground floor level. I think it's somewhere here. Let's create a section. You can create as much sections so you can see the details of your design. As many sections. You might not use all of them at the end of the day, but it will guide you when you are constructing. So I think it's somewhere here. This is it. But this is the back. So yeah, it's this one. So let's create our ceiling. Remember, ceiling, sketch, because it's outside, so it won't be enclosed. That's the level it is. Let's put it at 3 meters. Let's cut a section and see that is in the right place. Go to view. Let's bring it down. I think it's okay like that. Let's go to our 3D view and check. It's inside, so it's okay like that. Let's check for another one if there's any other one that does not have ceiling. This one has a ceiling, so it's okay like that. So when you are through checking, go to your small house so it will return to the original view. So that's how to create your roof design. Now, you might want to create what we call Dutch roof. Let's do a Dutch roof also. Let's create a Dutch roof. So we'll go to our ceiling level. Let's see whether we can see it there. You cannot see it here properly. So let's create another level. I want to create a level whereby I can see my roof properly. So I can see my roof properly on level 6, which would be the roof level. Now, I want to create a Dutch roof. How do I go about that? Let's go to our elevation. Let's create an imaginary level. That will be our level to cut the plane. Let's click on it. Now this is our roof. So we want to cut it at this our level 7. So I'll say our cutoff level is level 7. You can see it has cut the roof completely off. So I'll go to that my level 7. This is it. I'll now create another roof on top of it. Still the same roof by footprint. Then I'll uncheck these ones, so it's only following on 2 sides and not 4 sides. Then I'll go to my elevations where I can see it properly. You can see. Now you can see it's different from the slope of this one. So let's make sure they're on the same slope. So this one is 30 and this one is 38. So I'll bring this one to 38 so that it flows. You can see now it looks more like it. So that's how to create a Dutch roof. So you now create your fascia and you create your boards that will cover this space. So let's create our fascia. We come to component, model, casework. Now we're going to use extrusion to do that. What does extrusion? It creates a 3D solid by extruding a 2D shape. When you sketch a 2D shape, it is used as a basis for a 3D shape. So we are going to sketch a 2D shape, then we can now extrude it. So we click on extrusion, you click a plane. Don't click a slopey plane. Click a flat plane like this. You click a slopey plane, it will not sit down properly in this place. So this is our flat plane. You click on it. You click on this peak line and you draw your fascia. Let's say our fascia is 300, like this, like this. Give it a base. You can now split and trim. Like this. Let it enter inside small. Then click OK. Then finish model. Then click on your model, you go to your 3D view. Open it. Shh, I'm busy. Shh. Close that door. So you come to your south elevation. And you extend it into the position you want it to be. So you go to your 3D view. You can see our fascia is inside our roof. You can now create a board here. Create a board here. The same method. You come to extrusion, casework, extrusion, pick a plane. Always pick a flat plane that shows 4 sides. So let's model our design. Depends on what you want to put there. Click on multiple to make it more. You click on multiple. You are disturbing me, Jerry. I'm busy. Mom, your mom is calling you. Go and give it to your mommy. Take. Go and give it to mommy. So you create a louvers for this place. Create. So let's create a facial for this place. So let's create a facial for this thing. Extrusion. You pick a plane. Then you can now create what you want to put there. So that's my board finish model. So I can now extend it to where I want it to go, to be inside our fascia like this. Let's look at the wireframe. Some few inches away from the concrete fascia like this. So that's how to create your Dutch roof. So those are the elevations of it. Now if you don't want to create a Dutch roof, you don't want to create this type of roof, the other type is, let's do the other type. So let's do your exercise for this one. Let's do another type. Go to our ceiling level, we create our roof, give it a overhang of, let's say, 600. Then you uncheck this one so that it forms a hip roof. Now let's, sorry, Ctrl Z. You uncheck this and you check this. So let's go to our 3D view. So this is our hip roof. So how do you cover up this place, this open space? What you do is to click on you go to your south elevation, or wherever elevation you can see it properly. Then I'll say attach top to base. That means attach this wall to the top of the roof. I can see in the video. So I'll click on this and attach it to this. You can see. I'll click on this and attach this to this. What is it now? I'm doing training now. Don't cry, I'm doing training. Your mom is calling you. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Sorry, shh, shh, sorry, 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 shh, shh. So you extend it, you click on this and attach to roof. You click on this, attach to roof. You click on this and attach top base to roof. So that is how to cover it. So also do this, then now create your, go to your 3D and create your fascia, roof fascia. Then click on the edges of your roof. You can remember, click on the edges of your roof, and we have our roof there. Now let's go to our south elevation. You can see HH. I see we have created a simple elevation for all our sites. So shh, 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 keep quiet. So we have created our elevation. So we have created our elevation for all the sites. Okay, you go. I say I'm busy. So we have created our elevation for all the sides. Let's take a 3D view of our design. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Let's take a 3D view. Go and bring your book. Let's take a 3D view. Let's take a 3D view of our design. So this is our design. Now let's create steps for our design. We go to our ground floor level. There are going to be steps here. So it's going to start from our NGL to our ground floor level. So we'll go to our NGL, then we'll click on stairs, then we'll say from our NGL to our ground floor level, then we'll click on this one, the run, and it automatically tells us the number of steps that we have. So I can now adjust it to using the arrows to what I want, and I'll say okay. Then I'll click on it. I'll go to my elevation. I can change the design if I don't like it. For example, I don't need their railing. I remove it. I'll click on this one. There are different types here you can use. You can see there are different types of steps you can use. So it all depends on what you want. So let's say we go for this one, like that. Another thing to take into cognizance when you are creating your steps. Let's start again. Go to our NGL. I'll go to stairs. You can edit your height and the height of your riser and the depth of your riser. So let's create one. Make sure you duplicate. Edit type, you duplicate. Say 150, 300 mm. Okay. So we make this one 150. That's a conventional one we use in Nigeria. 300. This one we can adjust it. Then we don't want all the stringer to show. You can click it open. Depends on what you want. Then I'll click on my run and create my step. Can now adjust it to come outside like this. Okay. Let's go to our elevation. I don't need this. So that is our steps. So do your own up to this level. Then in the next class